Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you guys hear me? Am I loud? Am I clear? We're only going to do a 5-minute countdown today because we're going to jump right into it pretty quick here. Can you read me? Am I loud? Am I clear? How are you guys doing this morning? Smash that like button if you're excited. We're going to be exposing fake silver coins. Maybe some gold ones. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Nora. I appreciate that. Let's go. Maps and clues, giveaways tonight. Who's ready for the mega giveaway? If you're ready for the mega giveaway, put mega in chat. I think it was allergies, Ralph. I feel better today. As a matter of fact, let me pop another Zyrtec. International stack on that mill. So hit that sub, join the quest, riches await. You're the best international. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live here in just 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Who's ready? Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's chasing that mill. M-I-L-L. Come on. Thank you, Charles Vance, for gifting that membership. That sub. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live here in just 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's go. Congratulations to Chad Brooks. You just got a free membership. Make sure you say thank you to Charles Vance. Who's ready for this stream this morning? It's a bit of a different one. I'm going to be breaking down some of the best fake coins out there, bars, how you can protect yourself, how I protect myself. And I'm going to do that to show you how to do it for many different solutions. Free ones, expensive ones, ones in between. And we're going to test my stack together. Will we find a fake coin? Put fake in chat if you think we're going to find a faker. Get your claws up. Let's go. Doug Stacker, it's the link in the description below. You click it and it automatically applies everything, Doug. Who is ready for the Mega Gob? Put Mega in chat. I'm going to be blowing away so much free silver and gold, and not the too distant future, but you got to be subscribed for that. One minute warning, 1 minute warning. Do you guys want the old school intro this morning? Old school or little kid intro? What do you guys want? Let's go. Nice, Josh. There's not a pinger code, KTM. You just click on the link. You click on the link, it automatically does everything. Let's go. It's a special link. Here we go. 10 seconds. Buckle up. All right, we're going to do the old school here. You guys demanded it. You're going to get it. journey to find silver. International Stacker. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. Guys, we only need about 60 more subscribers for the next big show, which would be at 67,200. 2,000 videos around the world on gold and silver ventures. I just dropped this one yesterday. If you've ever heard of Pawnbroker Pickers, they are a huge YouTuber. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and I did a video with him yesterday that dropped 400,000 fake gold scam. So make sure to watch that. And the video right before that was at a coin show a coin shop in Prague. And at the beginning of that, the air raid siren literally went off. And ladies and gentlemen, we're doing a bit. Yeah, he's massive. He's massive. We're doing a bit of a different stream this morning. I'm going to be ripping through a bunch of my Morgan silver dollars and some other parts of my stack. We're going to test them together to see what's real and what's fake. But I have a few tricks up my sleeve that I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm going to show you examples of fakes, good fakes, and what to look out for, how to break it down. So we're going to do that together. And I literally cut some coins in half here so you guys could see what the fakers look like inside. So here's what we're going to do first. I'm going to break down my methodology, how I do it, and then I'm going to do a little bit of it for you guys live. So the very first thing I do when I'm looking at coins, I don't just do the Sigma. I don't just do the pocket pinger. I do kind of a multiple step. So the first thing I do is I always weigh the coin. So you want to get yourself a good scale, and you can get them for pretty cheap on like Amazon. I'm not actually going to show you guys me using the scale because it just doesn't show up on camera well. But no, like one of the main ways to tell, like, for instance, I know a Morgan silver dollar should weigh about 0.86 of a troy ounce. So I'd put them on, and if they're under 0.86 of a troy ounce, I would look at the coin and go, well, this one's under 0.86, but it's hardly worn at all. So I would put that in a pile of maybe a fake coin, right? If it was way over 0.86 of a troy ounce, I would also put it in the pile. So I'll make two piles. Piles of coins that are in the weight, we're good. And then a pile of coins that are sketchy, that are out of weight for one reason or another. It could still be a good coin, but that's kind of my like watch out pile. And I'm trying to turn this thing off here. There we go. So that's the first step I do. And then I go to the Sigma and the pocket pinger, and I'm going to show you guys kind of how that works and break it down for you all here. Now, I'm going to show you two coins, coin number 1 and coin number 2. And I want you to tell me, let's move this one here this way a little bit. I want you guys to tell me, is coin number 1, is this coin right here real or fake? So coin number 1, is this real or fake? Let me know in chat right now. Real or fake? It's a Morgan silver dollar. What do you guys, is this real or fake? Okay, we got a bunch of people saying fake. We got a bunch of people saying real. So what I'm going to do is on my pocket pinger here, and it's set up for 90% from 1900 to 1945. And this is 1921, so that will work fine on this. So we're going to go ahead and check it. Now, guys, the Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro says it's real. So we could do one more quick test here. It's called the pocket pinger. And Mitch in chat, thank you for the super chat saying, I buy whilst the price remains low over the weekend. That's awesome, guys. Yeah, silver did get the smackdown recently. Who's adding? Who's adding to their stack right now? Here's how easy it is. Here's the pocket pinger. Look at that. Instant pass. That one I showed you was a real Morgan silver dollar. And let me show you guys what a fake looks like. So here's a fake. And fakes are getting really good. It's sketchy. Like all these in this bag are fake. These have all been sent in to me from you guys. I check coins for you guys all the time. Look, another fake Morgan silver dollar. So look, Sigma, red. Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, red. Let's see what these things ping as. Okay, here's the two fakes I just showed you. Here's the first one. Failed. Here's the second one. Failed. And you see how many times you got to ping it when it's fake versus real. So that's kind of the breakdown of the fake versus real, how they act, how they look. So now we're going to go through part of my stack and do it together here live. Live. It will say the same thing with the wands. And just to flag for you guys here as well, this is a fake bar sent in to me from a viewer, helped a viewer. This is a fake slabbed eagle. And look at this. This thing can read through slabs. So we'll change it to 999. That's why I like the Sigma. It can read through slabs because a lot of people put fake coins in slabs. And you can't really say, can I break your coin out of the slab and ping it? Because I don't think it's real. So there's some solutions where that's just not going to work, which makes the Sigma boss. And then one more thing I'll show you here real quick. The wands aren't the best, Josh. Actually, it's the best here on the sensors. The best is here on the sensor because it does every test. The wand does not do every test. So under these fixed sensors is actually the best. Look at these right here. These are fake. Fake 90% dimes. How scary is that, guys? So you got to be safe here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to rip through my some of my stack here. I got a big old bag of Morgans, and we're going to see what we could find, if there's real, if there's fake. And let me move this stuff to the side because I'm just going to let them fall over here. Now, you guys, if the Sigma's expensive, people are asking, this thing here is anywhere from about $3,200 to $4,000, depending on the attachments. I got all the attachments in the one to read big 100-ounce bars, like this Engelhard here. Okay. You can still test the Engelhard with like the wand, but again, it's best under the sensor. So, and then the pocket pinger, this, who one of you guys made a crustacean, is only $38. So 38 or 32 to 4,000. I've got links in the description for both if you're interested. So here we go. We're going to test a bunch of these. And some of these might show up as fake, but that just means they're the wrong year. So anything that shows up as red, we'll put to the side, then we'll change the year for those. So keep in mind, just because it shows the red doesn't mean it's fake. I'm just not going to take the time to switch back and forth between years. So we'll make two piles. Here we go. So that's good. That's yellow green. That's good. That's good. That's good there. Look how quickly you could do this. That one's got a nick there. You see that? And this is why I love the Pro. The Pro is just super quick. The rule is, though, you got to cover up the whole black circle underneath. It has to be covered. So, like, you couldn't do a dime in this. It has to cover the whole bottom. So, look at that one's a little questionable, so we'll set that one to the side. The yellow is fine as well. Okay, so all those, we just went through, like, basically a whole roll. How many is this? Hold up, let's see here. We just went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We just went through 15 of them. So this one's a little weird. Let's check the date on this. It is a 1921. We're in the right time here. So let's look at it again. I mean, that's yellow. It's right on the cusp there. Let's check it with the pocket pinger. It's like borderline. And that could be from manufacturing. There could be a year or some runs that were manufactured a little bit different. So let's check it. It passed with the pocket pinger. So there you go. That is kind of how I go through these and see what's real and fake. So this one, again, to be clear, it's like right on the borderline, and that could be a manufacturer defect. So then I'll check it with the pocket pinger, and there you go. Now let's check it with one more thing here. Let me check the weight. And the weight is great. The weight is 0.86 of an ounce, which should be expected for a coin in this shape. So there we go. So let me show you how quickly we could ping these. It's really quick. If they're not fake, it's really quick. Pass. Pass. Again, I got a link for this in the description. The pocket pinger. I think it's mandatory for every stacker, honestly. Pass. So it's pretty impressive how quick these things work. Pass. So there's an example. So if I get a close reading on the Sigma, I do that. But let me show you one other thing you can do on the Sigma Verifier Pro that I love. Was it this one? Okay, this is the fake one I have to decide. Hold up. Which one is it? It was this one. So here's something else you could do for something that's on the edge. So you see it there. We can go to the second test here, which is the measure test. And you pick round or rectangle. It's round. And then you bring it here. And the rule is it has to be gently kissing each line. So see how that's gently kissing each line? If this was a fake, it would be over that. If it was a fake. Let's go back to here. So again, here's what a fake one looks like. You see, really obvious. You see it's gently the kissing this line, but it's over that line. Some are really over, some are just a little bit over. But we don't even need the second test. Like, bang, that's obviously fake. So let's take out another stack here. Do you do specific gravity tests, Floyd Lawton's asking? I've done it in the past with water, but this updated Pro version does specific gravity testing without the water. Does the Pro tell you purity? No, you set the purity. So you go to the metals here, and you could see you set it for like 999, 4 nines, 925, 90. You've got to set it. So let's get another stack here. Let's get another stack here from my collection. And let's go through it. I can't find the setting on pinger for my Buffalo rounds from SD Bullion. Can you help? You just go to round watch. Okay, it's not going to work because I'm on airplane mode. But just type in round and find another 999 round that has the same diameter, and that will work for you. Let me turn this off airplane mode. Hold up. Hold up. The reason I turn on airplane mode is I don't want to get a bunch of notifications and dox myself with you guys. Let me get back here to Stacker Tools. So yeah, just search for another round that has the same diameter, 999, and you'll be fine. All right, I've got that back to Morgan. Here we go. Yeah, it does do density. Can it test purity though? Well, if you set it to 90% and it doesn't test, that is testing the purity, but it's not going to come back and tell you this coin's like 87.9%. It's not going to do that. Another factor is if the coin has a lot of numismatic value, counterfeit isn't going to spend a lot of time on the common date coin dice, says Charles Vance. All right, let's check these. And sometimes they take a minute. Now look at this one. It's showing double reds. It's showing double reds. But it's okay. Don't panic. Let's see the year on it. It's probably early 1800s or late 1800s. Yeah, see that? 1890. So we'll set that to the side. That is under 1900. The setting I have is 1900 to 1945. So that's probably going to end up being a real once we switch the date. But we'll see. See another one on the cusp here. So we'll check that one too. And just the speed you can do this, I love. And guys, at the end of this At the end of the stream, we will be crab rating Ida for the St. Jude auction, so that's going to be fun. So stick around for that. It's for the children. Now, I've had these Morgans for years and years. I've bought them from online. I've bought them from private deals. I bought them from everywhere. So we'll see if we can find any Faker McFakersons in here. Okay, so out of that next roll here, Josh says, I mean the original is 1300. Do you think it's better for entry-level stacker to... Here's what I'll tell you. The original can get fooled. The original can get fooled. So if a stacker can afford it, yes, it's better just to get the best one on the market. If the original is the only one you can afford, then yeah, I think that's a good option. But if you can swing it, I would get the Pro. But there's also a version of the Pro called an Investor. It's cheaper and it's not as big. Link is in the description below. So these ones tested weird. So we're going to test them. So that one's 1890, 1897, 1896. So see, all the ones out of that batch that just tested strange were all the 1800s, which makes sense because we're 1945 to 1900. Let's change it. So I just changed it to 90% pre-1900. Let's check it now. Green. Green. You got to give it a second. If you do it too quick, it'll still read the last coin. Green. Green. So there you go. That's why the date also matters on the Sigma. But let's ping these. Passed. 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 So again, guys, Pocket Pinger, it's a slightly more work, but it works so well. It's only 39 bucks. Links in the description below. Protect yourselves. So we've just gone through about 2 rolls of Morgans. Pretty solid, huh? Originally gets fooled, but if you use the wands and stick between 1 to 10 ounce, I mean, Josh, if that's your only option, yeah, stick to the wands on the original. On this one, it's better to do these sensors because it runs all the way through. Or maybe look into getting an investor. It's cheap. It's the same thing as a Pro, but just cheaper. So look into that. I was thinking the one with the bridge was for like kilogram bars. Oh, well, the bridge is separate. I have the bridge over there. The bridge can handle any bar. Any bar from like 10 ounces and up. So I've used it for kilogram bars, for 100-ounce bars. So this is not the bridge. The bridge is huge. I'll show you the bridge. Hold up. That's the bridge attachment. So that's for the bars. That's for the big bars. And you can do anything from like 10 ounce and up on that. All right, let's do another stack, guys. Let's see if I got any fakes. It's a pain, Josh. I don't have enough room here to plug it in and do that. I'll have to be set up somewhere else to do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to run through another roll of Morgans here for my private collection. Do you guys think we're going to find a fake? What do you think? And someone says, what is it different years that gives false negative if they are all the same size and purity? Just the way they were manufactured. So these have analogs of the way that coin was manufactured. Those coins were manufactured in that given year. So 1900, 90% silver to 1945 was manufactured differently than pre-1900. So that's the answer. I don't know the exact science, but that's why they have the different settings, because the way they're manufactured. Because they can make fake 90% coins, by the way. They could go make a fake Morgan that's 90% silver. That's a CC. But that's why this thing is awesome, because it can help detect that and say, oh, that's fake. Here we go. Are there going to be fakes? And again, guys, link is in the description below for both the Pocket Pinger and this. This is not a long infomercial. I just wanted to show you guys what I use and how I do it so you could do the same thing. But yeah, Josh, the original is better than nothing for sure. But I would not go to a coin shop that uses an original. They have enough volume and money to afford a pro. And if you buy the original, if anything looks kind of funky, just skip it. One deal can ruin your dollar cost average. Remember that. One deal with fakes. Josh said, I'll super chat if you go Doc Brown on a KG bar on the bridge. How about this, Josh? I'll do the bridge at the end of the stream. How about that? Because I'm going to have to move everything to do it. So I'll do the bridge at the end of the stream. How's that? Guys, smash that like button if you like this type of content. Usually I'm live streaming the market open and different things. But I thought this would be a fun one to do before Ida's auction. And we're also streaming vertically right now. How nice is this, though? How quick? I love this. I mean, pinging is still quick and easy, but this is just a whole nother level of easy. And we'll ping that. It's in the green, but I'll ping that one just to show you guys. And some of these are more worn than others. See, this one's worn. And here's the funny thing. Some of the ones that are like 1800 still show okay in the 1900 date. So it really depends on the specific coin, the specific mintage. So I just run everything on 1900 and 1945 till I find an anomaly. And then once I find an anomaly, I'll kind of zero down on it. Actually, I'm not going to ping that one. That one's well in the green. Like, we've done well over 100 Morgans and split neck speed here. Show you the Frankenstein big stuff. Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you like this? Do you like this kind of stream? You want me to do more stuff like this in the future? Or do you want me only ranting about red and green bars and baby gators?
Okay, I'm going to try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Massive lizard. Will we find a fake? What do you guys think? When I first got my original Sigma, because this is a newer version, I did run through all my Morgans back then, but I was brand new at it, so I could have made a mistake, but I did find 2 fakes in my collection. I think I've got about 270 or 300 Morgans. So back when I first, this was years ago, maybe 5 years ago when I got my first Sigma, something like that, I did find 2 fakes in my collection back then. I'm not thinking about charts. It's great. I know it's kind of nice. Guys, it's kind of nice just to like lay back and not worry about charts. Look at this one. This one's in. Every once in a while you got to calibrate. So we'll calibrate. Oh, I was on the wrong screen. I was on the wrong screen. Boy, is my face red. Look at this one's in great shape here. Sorry about that. The baby gator derailed me. What a dum-dum. Guys, I just had a channel subscriber reach out to me. They were buying coins off eBay, and because one of my videos, they got suspicious. They bought a pocket pinger. All their eBay coins they bought were fake. And some of it's too old. They can't get a refund on it. One auction they're trying. Guys, eBay has a lot of fakes on it. If a deal's too good to be true, it probably is. You buy one fake. If you buy one fake, it could literally ruin your dollar cost average. It could ruin your stack. You got to get a pocket pinger. I mean, I think it's mandatory for everybody. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the crustacean nation created. It is the pocket pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the pocket pinger, you get the stick, you get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. All right, cool. I just used that little clip to clear this out. I had to clear out a bunch of the ones we tested that were good. So let's keep testing here. If you got questions, make sure you tag me. Someone says, need to wear a glove with the .9999 silver. Yeah, like if this was Silver Eagles, I would be wearing a cotton glove. Just because the oils on your hand can interact with it and can tarnish the coin. And keep smashing that like button, guys. It helps so much. We're about 70 away from 200 here. There's something therapeutic about just like rapid testing silver coins, you know? Let's get another stack here. Couldn't the 1884 show okay at 1900 plus setting turn out to be fake when the Sigma is set to... No, not from my experience, Blue Shadow Stacker. Not from my experience. If I was really worried about it, I would ping it, which I did ping those two, and those pinged fine. And then I would also weigh it. Between those three, you could tell for sure. I think it's just some of the pre-1900 ones from some mints were minted in certain ways and some weren't. So those 1800 ones that check fine on the 1900s, don't worry me. It's science, but it's also a little bit of art to figure this thing out over the years and use it. Whoops. Sorry about that. Come to Scotland, I'll give you a .9999 RSC. Whoa. What do you guys think? Do you love it? Have you gotten a pocket pinger and found fakes in your stack? One of you did and just emailed me. That's such a crazy story. I felt so bad for him because like he's been buying on eBay and unfortunately got scammed. And we've gone through almost 200 Morgans. Isn't that crazy how quick that is? And again, someone wants to see the pocket pinger. So look, here, showed real. Passed that quick. I love that. Guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on those notifications. Check me out on X, IG. I usually cover the charts, breaking news, live streams. So this is a little bit out of the ordinary, but I thought this would be a fun one. And in about 25 minutes, we'll be going to Crab Raid Ida. She's doing the auction today for St. Jude's. You'll probably be able to pick up some good silver deals there. I think they have gold too. I haven't looked, but for sure silver deals. Yeah, eBay does protect the buyers, Josh, but the problem is this person's bought multiple ones that are too late. They've been buying off there for months, and you can only return up to a certain amount of time, and one of the sellers was already off eBay by the time he went to look. So think about the people that buy for years from sources they think are trusted, and they all turn out to be fake. It's so disgusting. You guys, you can trust, but you got to verify. I test everything I get, even from dealers I trust. Look how quick this is. I love it. And for those asking, this is a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro. Link is in the description for this and the Pocket Pinger. Best deals you'll find, or should be the best deals you'll find on the internet. With this one, there's a link that has the coupon code Crabman that's automatically applied. The Pocket Pinger does not have that. It's just my link is going to be the cheapest price. Look how quick this is. Bang, bada bing, bada boom. Let me look at chat and see if you guys have questions. That stinks for that guy, says Josh. Yeah, that stinks big time, for sure. That Morgan you showed the other day was convincing. I definitely have fake, says NN Daystar. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, here's a fake one. Would you guys honestly know this was fake? If you were at a coin shop or a coin show and they offered it to you, would you honestly, be honest with yourself, would you know this was fake? I mean, they're getting so good. It's crazy. It's crazy. Please don't bid against me today, says Variable. Well, here's the good news, guys. I've blown through most of my budget for gold and silver for the month already. So I am going to bid on stuff at the auction, but I'm not going to go crazy. I'm not going to outbid you guys. I'm not going to kill you guys. Don't worry about it. Is it a discount for the Sigma Pro? Yeah, on their website. It's the Pro or even the Pro Investor version. It's a little cheaper and smaller. Let's do another stack of Morgans here. And look, this one's a bit worn. The coupon code's Crabman, but when you click the link, it automatically applies it. If you've got an original and you can swing it for the Pro, I would definitely sell the original and buy a Pro. And again, you could do the investor version. It's a little cheaper than this version, but it's still the same technology as a Pro. Maybe I should give one away, guys. Should I reach out to Sigma and see if they'll give me an investor Pro to give away to you guys in the mega giveaway? I'm going to be giving away a ton of silver, some gold and copper soon. You got to be subscribed for that. Should I try that, guys? Should I try to reach out and get a free one? What do you think? That'd be sweet. Josh, click the link in the description below. I'm not sure how much they are right now. You'll have to go check. Steve saying, will the Pocket Pinger work on 80% Canadian dollars? Well, let me see here. Because I got a whole stack of them right next to me. We could do it live. Let me see. Hold up. I got to turn my phone off airplane mode. I have it on airplane so I don't dox myself. Let's see. Okay, I see maple leaves. Here we go. Yes. All right, let me turn this back on. Okay, here we go. So we got it on Canadian dollars. And I happen to have a big old bag next to me of Canadian dollars. These are 80% silver. These are my favorite from Canada, the Goose dollars. Let's try it. And then we'll try a Canoe dollar. And then let me see if I have the other dollar in here. There's another design. Hold up. These are all canoes. 1 minute here. Here it is. So here's the other design for Canadian dollar. Let's ping it. There you go. Answered your question live there. Yes, it does work with Canadian 80%. I mean, I've got like 300 Canadian dollars. It's crazy. Let's do a whole nother stack here. Guys, keep smashing that like button. We're getting close to 200 here. I know a guy that just sold a 1948 silver dollar, didn't have the 2K. Whoa. But guys, for 38 bucks for the pocket pinger, I mean, to me, it just baffles me why people won't do that to like protect themselves. Saves you from one fake coin. It's paid for yourself like times 2 or 3 in some cases. You also have 92.5% Canadian dollars. Yes, true. But the only ones I have are the 80%ers, so that's why I chose that one. Those 92.5% dollars, those are the old ones, right? The really old ones? Oh, are those the Olympic? Maybe it's the Olympic version of the dollar. That's 92.5. Guys, for those who don't know, 92.5% silver is also called sterling silver. It's what a lot of jewelry is. Dang, I wish 1/4 of you had. I'd be a handicapper to Silver Bobcat. Guys, I was buying these when they were $16 a pop. $16 a pop. Can you imagine? I was at a coin shop in Arizona, and this case had like thousands of them, and they were $16 a pop. I forget what spot was back there. I think it must have been like $17 or $18. Something like that. Okay. So far, they're all checking great here. The app alone is worth the price. I know, Stacking Shark. It's a free application, but it has like a password to unlock all the features. So you could download the app, but you don't get the features and all the coins without the password. But if you buy a pocket pinger, it gives you the password. Correct. The older 1919 and 1917 are 925. Okay, cool. Thank you for that. And someone says, I'm not going to buy a pocket pinger because I already own one. That's awesome, Sean Leslie. I'm glad you guys are taking... That's why I make videos like this. These videos, right, like this live stream is not as popular as my normal. Normally, we have anywhere between 1,000 to 2,000 people in a live stream. It's the fun, it's the charts, it's the news. So, like, if I was doing this purely from a business standpoint, I would never do this live stream because we've got 210 people on, which is great. I appreciate you're all here. But if this was purely about business for me, and I'd only do the content that gets the most views, right? But this isn't about business for me. It's about passion. It's about helping you guys learn from my mistakes. It's about helping you guys protect yourselves. I'm always going to say what I think and feel, what's not the popular thing to say. I'm always going to say what I truly think, even if it's going to cost me subscribers or cost me money in my business, because I do this full time right now. It's my job. So anyone that super chats, gifts some memberships, becomes a member, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you so much. But I see it as kind of my duty to help you guys out here. I don't have any pre-33 readily available. Well, maybe I do. Hold up. Let me think here. Hold up. Let me look. No. I don't have any pre-33 readily available. Otherwise, I would. But it works great for everything. I wish I had my Maria Theresa towel. Oh, I think I do. Hold up. One second here. Guys, I'm finding my Maria Theresa towers to show you. I'll show you this little clip here in the meantime. Fakes are getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American silver eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the crustacean nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger. You get the stick. You get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too. So thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now. Okay, sorry I played that again, but it's better than you guys hearing nothing. I just dug out my Maria Theresa towers, and Tiffany just did a super chat. Thank you also for being a channel member. And guys, remember, channel members get access to channel member-only live streams here on YouTube in the War Room. And what happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. But thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. I'm going to be testing some of my Maria Theresa towers. Now, I have not tested all of these on my Sigma, and this was a new coin that was added. So look here, 83.3% Maria Theresa Tower. This is what they look like. I got a bunch of these in Saudi Arabia. I got a bunch of these from local coin shops. So this is supposedly where the word dollar came from. And she was so beloved that they kept minting these after she died, but they froze the year. So see, they're all marked 1780. This is not from 1780. But she was so beloved, they paused it in the day she died. So there's actually some real 1780s out there. So I'm going to test these Maria Theresa towers. And there is a probability some of these are fake. Again, I got a bunch in Saudi Arabia, a bunch from some private deals. And this was just newly added. So we're going to find out together that we could find a fake one. Someone says, does the bridge for kilo bars, etc. plug into the Investor Pro? Yeah, it plugs in right here on a port. At the end of the stream, I'll do that. So in about 10 minutes... guys, I'll plug in that and we'll test some 100-ounce bars. And you'll see it. From a financial aspect, I should not be here. I just love this show. Thank you, Sean. West Texas Stacker is saying this content might not be as popular, but it's way more useful. This could literally save stackers, but I agree with you. And Simon saying your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. What?
How dare you?
I love Monty Python, and thank you for giving me an excuse to use that scene. How is the auction? The auctions after this, Will's been stacking, so after this, we're going to go to the auction live. If clothes are not optional, all wear Speedo. Clothing is not optional. Okay, here we go. We're going to test some Maria Theresa towers here. Okay, we're off to a good start. I'm a little nervous here, guys. I could definitely have some fake ones of these because I had no way to test them before. I had to go off of my eye. My intellect, my guts. I had to know if I was trusting people or not. And again, I bought a big portion of these in Saudi Arabia. They used these in the markets in Saudi Arabia for years, up until I think the 60s and 70s even. They're called Real Francias. And a bunch of these were counterfeited during World War II, I believe. Either World War II or World War I, a bunch of these were counterfeited. Okay, so it's right on the cusp. So we'll check these a little bit later in a different way. I think they're probably okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this one fake? Uh-oh. Yeah, IDA starts in 10 minutes. So we're going to be checking the... Guys, I think we might have found a fake. Look at this. It's not even the same diameter. Okay, so I think these are okay. We'll double check those. I think this might be a fake. I'll have to look. It might be a fake or it might be an actual older minted one. So we'll look into that more here. Let's keep going. And there's a way on this we could do a second test. I'm just going to need to set the weight. Uh-oh. So we'll check the weight on that. Remember, I have not ever checked these Maria Theresa Towers. And the cool thing about the Sigma is, like, look at this. You can test stuff in the flip. Or not a flip, a coin, like, keeper. Here's a flip you could test them in. Okay, that one's showing strange. Good. So I've got another way to check these other ones. It's another setting here on the Pro, which I love. We'll just get through these real quick. Okay. So these are the ones I'm really concerned about. Those ones on the cusp, I'm not. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to find out how much each of these weighs. So we're going to get a good one here. This one weighs 0.9. 0.9 of a troy ounce. Let's check these other ones. That one weighs 0.89. That one weighs 0.9. That one, so the weight on these is okay. So they're 0.9, so we're going to change the weight here. Watch this. Oops. Hold up. I'm trying. This is my first time putting the custom weight in this new version. I'm figuring it out. So it shows in the red. Now we do the measurement test. Okay, it fills the resistivity, but it's passing the measurement test. So I'm going to see if I can ping these. I'm not sure if the pocket pinger has towers. Okay. So they're all okay on the measure test. Let's see if the pocket pinger has towers. I'm not sure if it does. Let's see. It's a pretty random coin. Now the beautiful thing is if it doesn't have the coin you want, you can request them to add it. Yeah, I am not seeing any Maria Theresa towers in here. Okay, guys, so of all my towers, we have these 3 questionable ones. So I'm going to have to test these off stream and really research it. So I will be updating you guys if these are real or fake. But what do you guys think? Are they fake? Are they fake? Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I promised you guys. Put that there. We're going to do the bridge. It's kind of hard to make it fit up here. And thank you, Atomic, for becoming a channel member. Guys, that was so hard to make it fit here. That's funny. So we have to calibrate now that we hooked it up. I promise you we're doing the bridge. I'm going to change the weight to 100 ounces. They got a preset. I'm going to change the metal to 999. And I have not checked any of these 100-ounce bars yet on the bridge. I checked them with a wand on the original Sigma. Let's check it right now on the bridge. So the first one we'll check here is this 100-ounce RCM bar. And the key thing is, guys, it has to make complete contact. So we might have to move these around a little bit. You would never want to test it on this side because it needs to make complete contact. Here we go. Wish me luck. And see, it's asking me for the width. Let's just... Oh no. There we go. We're in the green. 100-ounce bar. Woo! Let's do the next one. Let's check this JM bar. Again, we're going to check it on the back. Just because you want as flat surface as possible here. It's in the green. All right, guys, this is a bar that there's some controversy over. I mean, these bars are great, Engelhard, but there's a whole group of these out there that have tungsten cores through the middle, and this machine will 100% tell us if there's a tungsten core. Wish me luck. We're in the green! Awesome, awesome. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about with those. Hold up here. Let me move the chat over here. Let me move this over there. 1 second, bear with me. Bam. Let me move this pile of coins we checked over here. Okay. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about with some of the Engelhards. Watch this. Engelhard fake 100-ounce bar. Watch this. This is why you got to check everything, guys, especially if you're buying big stuff. There's a specific... Here it is. Look at this. Look at this. Those are 3 tungsten rods through the middle of that. So you got to be careful, guys. You got to have a way to protect yourself. Again, the pocket pinger, Sigma. If you can afford the Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, I recommend it. They also have the Pro Investor. So if you go to any of my videos, the links are here. Got to watch that one, Pawn Broker Pickers, guys. So anyways, here, the Sigma. They've got the original, which I don't recommend unless you can't afford anything else. If you can't afford anything else, it's still better than nothing. But here's the Pro version I have, but there's also the Investor. So the Investor is the same technology as the Pro. It's just smaller, but you don't have the 2 wands. You don't have as much capability with measurement, but this is great. 2,500 for that. This one's like 3,500. So again, if you click my link, it applies the coupon code CRABMAD for you. Or the pocket pinger is only $38, and you guys saw we did a lot there, and here it is here. It comes with the password for the complete phone application, comes with the pinger, comes with the stick. I like the stick. I lost my stick. I lost my stick around here somewhere, otherwise I would have been using that. So yeah, guys, totally dirty, totally crazy situation. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, right now, Miss Ida is having a special auction for the kids of St. Jude's. I can't think of a nobler thing to do kids with cancer and different diseases. It gives them free treatment. It's a charitable donation. So it might actually, if you talk to your tax professional, whatever you do might be tax write-offable. It is an auction. You don't pay Miss Ida directly. You pay everything to St. Jude, so you don't have to worry about your information getting doxxed or anything like that. So right now, when I end the stream, we're going to go there. We're going to crab rate it. Even if you're not going to bid, just smashing the like button helps a lot. We hope to, they hope to raise a lot of money for children, and I hope to assist in that by getting y'all over there. And Josh says, that was a good workout, King Crab. Diamond Claws, thank you, Josh, for that super chat. So we're going to go there right now. And guys, the next time I will be live covering the market, which is very popular, is going to be Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live on this channel with the charts, with the fireworks, with all the fun. So come back for that. Make sure you subscribe. And we're going to go to Miss Ida right now. So I'll say, till the next live stream, CYOTNO. Catch you on the next one. Let's go to the auction.
Fly me to the moon.
Yes, it
Let
can.
Me play among the stars.
Someone's asking if it can test kilos. Yeah, it could test 100 ounce. It could test kilos. It could test all that. Okay, guys, we're going to go there right now. Let's see you there.